With the threat of monkeypox out there, it's maybe easy to forget that we're not out of this COVID pandemic. And I don't just mean new cases of COVID. Long COVID remains, and there's more and more evidence that it's affecting a lot of people. There's some recent CDC data showing that nearly 1 in 5 people who had been infected with COVID-19 have some form of long COVID. That means literally tens of millions of working age adults right now. And the symptoms can be non-existent for long COVID. They can be mild, they can be very serious, including possibly death. You can look at this list: fatigue that interferes with daily activities. And honestly, I want to stop there for 1 second, because fatigue doesn't necessarily get across the experience that people are having. Fatigue can mean to you that you haven't had your coffee yet in the morning. There are people saying that they have a very difficult time going about any of their daily routines for months and months and months at a time. That is going to affect people in their personal lives, but also in their working lives as well. You've got difficulty breathing, coughs, chest pain. A lot of these things honestly sound like COVID, except that they last for a long time. Changes in menstrual cycles, muscle pain, depression or anxiety, other psychological effects as well as health effects. And right now, there's no one set way that doctors know to treat this. Instead, they're generally chasing the symptoms that people experience. And when they have trouble dealing with those, or because of our generalized healthcare crisis, if they have not the money to pay for it, then they might go to other sorts of untested or unproven remedies to deal with these things. It's regular people, lots of people. It's also some of the elites who are thankfully drawing some attention to this. Senator Tim Kaine said that he feels as if for 2 years now, as if every nerve ending in my body has had 5 cups of coffee. I can feel every nerve ending right now as I'm talking to you, he told Politico. It's just kind of a tingling in my veins all the time. This one individual, Charles McCone, said, before my mild infection, I was a healthy, fit 30-year-old biking 10 miles a day with no prior health issues. The type of person the CDC says should bounce back after 2 weeks. Well, it's been 2 years and I've yet to bounce back. I can't work or leave the house. I rely on my partner as a full-time caretaker. I still can't breathe right. It's a living nightmare. And Charles has a thread up on Twitter about that. So I know that doctors are dealing with this, Adrienne, and the people who experiencing it, their close family members and friends might know about it. But I kind of almost feel like we've come out of this pandemic forgetting that that is still a serious concern that's affecting a lot of people.
Yeah, and I think that that's right up our alley, as the United States often likes to neglect people and their health issues. And the reality is we're gonna have an entire generation of people who are going to be struggling with this long COVID for the rest of their lives. And when there's all this talk about dropping Social Security and not providing for people, we're damn sure not talking about universal health care. It really does tell you that the United States does not care about people, and it is going to suffer in the years to come, because we're going to have, again, this entire generation that can't necessarily care for itself, or will be suffering and struggling from things and can't contribute to the market and being able to be a part of the working class. And yet we have no support system in place for them. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And look, for me, the effect on individual people is what matters. We have in the chat, I saw Ghost Dog says, I used to train MMA 6 days a week. COVID ruined my life. Like, imagine if just the effect on your work, on your love life, your social life, your hobbies, those sorts of things. It can affect so many people. But if the experience of individual people doesn't matter to you, it's also a massive drain on the economy, that they're not working, thus not producing. They're not then paying taxes on income that they would be making. So from the government's point of view, seems like the sort of thing that you'd want to deal with. And it's affecting a measurable percentage of the entire US population. And so look, Congress last year gave the National Institute of Health $1 billion to look into this. They're gonna need to continue that funding. Doctors are gonna need to prioritize this. We're gonna hopefully try to figure out clusters of symptoms and the most efficient and cost effective ways to deal with this. But it is still a big issue, and it's likely going to be affecting people for the rest of our life. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.